my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot with your girl, coming at you with another pick a card reading. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for anybody that is new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box in order to do so, including how to reach me for a personal reading, as well as how to join as a member of the channel. With that being said, today we are doing what are their intentions. Quickly, I do want to point out that this could be romantic interests, this could be business partnerships, this could be friendships, this could be family. I'm not just holding this to romantic relationships, so just keeping that in mind moving forward, we could be tapping into anybody that has certain intentions for you. I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracles today by Kim Kranz. And with that, let's hop to our prayer and get this underway. Okay. Here we go. All right, my beloved source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this reading, whether it's for a moment's time or for the entire time. I ask today that you guide them by their intuition and guide them by their open hearts. May they be able to discern who is for them and who isn't for them at this time. There's a lot going on in the world and in each of our individual lives, and some are good and some are not so good, and just reminding us that no matter where we are on our journey, no matter what's going on in this moment, that it's happening for our greatest good, even if it doesn't feel that way. And if we're struggling to remind ourselves of that, or if we're struggling to remember this, will you please give us the signs and the synchronicities that help remind us that we're never alone on this journey, that you are always guiding us and always holding us, and that we always can connect with our higher selves, our angels, our guides, and with you, of course, to gather wisdom and knowledge and information for us to take a solid next step in our lives. Source, I ask that you bless any and all who come onto this reading with love, with light, and with grace. And as these words are spoken unto this space and among this tribe, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, Ase. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my beloved source. Thank you. So with that, let me get this hung up over here. And I already gave these a quick shuffle before we even got started, so we're going to go ahead and get these underway. So source, what animal oracle card will help us better understand what their intentions are for pile number 1? Thank you. Source, what animal oracle card will help us better understand what their intentions are for pile number 2? What are their intentions? Thank you, source. Wow, they want that one. Okay. Source, for pile number 3, what animal oracle cards will help us better understand what their intentions are for pile number 3? Okay, thank you. Interesting. We've got on the bottom dragonflies. So I feel like there's a lot that's emerging at this time. The good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. There's a lot that's coming to light at this time. And, you know, it's okay for us to let things unfold. You know, we're not trying to rush anything at this time. We're not trying to see any results, and we shouldn't, right? We should always let things happen as they're meant to happen, because the more that we try to control things, the more out of control we're going to feel. All right. So, and with the dragonfly, we see a master of light, illusion, and the mind. Okay. It says a dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, and as it is always moving, shifting, simmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to stay calm, to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful and magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. That's why I'm saying let things unfold. There's no need to control anything at this time. Allow things to unfold as they may. So let me get this set up here and make sure we're in frame. Okay. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have this beautiful moonstone for you to choose from. Okay. For pile number 2, we have this beautiful lapis lazuli. Okay. And for pile number 3, we have this beautiful piece of rose quartz. All right. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, whichever one you feel drawn to, that should be the one for you. And with that being said, I will see you over on your chosen pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful moonstone, wow, it's really bright. Okay, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on what are their intentions. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for anybody new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. With that being said, really quickly, I do want to mention that I'm not just aiming this towards romantic interests, that this is for anybody that could be in your life, and that as we get into the reading, you should know who this is pertaining to, okay? So Source, what are this person's intentions for pile number 1? What would you like to share with us today? What are their intentions for pile number 1, Source? What would you like to say? Okay, so we've got the 11th house, we've got Uranus energy, and we've got Capricorn. So this could be someone you know as a friend, or is in a community with you, or some kind of group that you're doing together. It could be work with Capricorn energy here. Does not have to be. But I feel like they want to grow with you. They want to build something with you. So let me see if I can get this to focus a little better there. Okay. It's so bright over there. I just don't want to close the blinds. Yeah, no. There we go. Okay. So I feel like the thing is they definitely want to build something with you today, or any day, actually. They want to show up and work hard. And I feel like that's going to help you connect with others in like a networking stance, or to build a really strong community of others. So maybe this is at work and you have people that you sell to, and they want to help you build a strong clientele because they're going to benefit from that as well. Or there's something here where they want to build a relationship with you because they want to succeed in life with you. This is not someone who necessarily has mad intentions for you, but it is someone who has dealt with their own suffering and their own hardships in life. And so they've seen you overcome a lot of hardships, and they see how determined and hardworking you are. And they too are really determined and hardworking, and they've done a lot for themselves. Okay, this could be, I'm really feeling an online community, something having to do with technology. Maybe you are an IT expert, or maybe this person's an IT expert and wants to help you build up on the IT side of things. Definitely not your everyday, like, office type of work. This does feel like it's more free-flowing, like social media. This could be like a group or a collective that you're helping. This could be people that you are, you know, offering some sort of class or program to, and they want to help you build that. And it feels like this is something that is in the long haul, right? This isn't something that's going to grow quickly. This isn't something that's going to be like overnight success. This is going to be something that you're going to build together over a long period of time. It feels like you're both masters at what you do. And I feel like they want to bring their skills and show and share that with you and show that to you as well. They're very hardworking and disciplined, and they're very crafty and witty is the other energy coming in. They're a little bit eccentric, so they're very unique. I feel like maybe at first you might not feel like you vibe with this person, but ultimately at the end of things, you're going to realize like, oh yeah, I vibe with this person a lot. And I feel like you're going to have a really strong friendship with this person. Their intention is to have that type of friendship, but I do feel like you are going to have that type of friendship with them. Let's see. Let's get some cards on it and see what comes through here. All right. Let's put that there. I'm going to try and block some of the sun here. A little bit. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the Osho Zen cards today. See what comes through. So, Source, what are this person's intentions with pile number 1? What are this person's intentions with pile number 1? What are this person's intentions with pile number 1? Sharing. I feel like you're going to help heal each other too, and I feel like that's something they want or they would like to see happen. So maybe you both have very unique ideas and they would like you both to bring your ideas together, and that's going to help you both heal. Thunderbolt. This is the House of God, or what you might know as the Tower. What are this person's intentions with pile number 1? The Magician with Existence. What are this person's intentions for pile number 1? The Two Wands with Possibilities. What are this person's intentions with pile number 1? Integration with Temperance. Yeah, this is a very powerful pile already. On the bottom, we have the Two of Coins from Moment to Moment. Like, yeah, it's just like stair-stepping your way to success. And stair-stepping your way to freedom is something I just heard as well. So it feels like you're both trying to build something. And this looks like there's a city in the background here. I mean, I guess you could take it anyway, but I've always seen this as like a city in the background. I don't know if you can see that, like the buildings there. Yeah, so it feels like I want to take over the city with you. And I want to use our skills to do that together. But we have to let go of something too together. So I feel like you're both going to be letting go of something from the past that's blocking you. This could be family. This could be thought processes that are blocking you. I feel like that's why I was saying, like, at first, you might not feel like you're going to vibe with this person. You're like, oh no, like, I don't think we're going to get along at all. But then all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh wow, like, we actually are on the same journey together. Like, we're actually doing the same thing. So with Thunderbolt here, it's going to be a huge shift for you, right? And they have a big idea that they want to bring to you. And they want to see how you're going to like it. Wow, if I could pick these cards up. Right? They want to see how you're going to like it. Try and get it out of the sun. And they know that it's going to be a big shift for you. They know that you might turn them down. But their intentions are good. Like, they want to see growth here. They want you to have your hopes and dreams come true. They know that you have all the tools necessary for you to go far. And they have all the tools necessary for them to go far. And they want to know what that is. If two secure people come together and share their gifts and their talents, like, what does that mean? What doors is that going to open? Right? And so I feel like that's what they're trying to find out here. And they see so many possibilities and they see so many options available. And they're seeing things from a very high perspective with you. but they see you as someone who's going to go the distance, and they've not met anybody that's as hardworking or as disciplined as you are. And so they want to know, is there a way that we can integrate our work habits together? Is there a way that we can find balance here? Is there a way that we can make our differences become our reason for success, our reason for the true integration of our journeys? It's like masculine and feminine energy here, right? And you can see that in this card. You have the feminine energy and the masculine energy. The true balance of yin and yang. So I feel like they're coming in from this eagle's eye. This is someone who could be very, 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 very successful already. Like they've already gotten very high up in their position or in their business or whatever it is that they're doing. Like they've gone a long way on their journey. And I feel like they've been watching you for a long time, pile number one. This could be someone that you know. It might also be someone that you don't know. And they want to come in and offer you something. So their intentions are pure. Like they do want to see this go the distance. They want to see good things from this. But I do feel like it is going to be a shock to you. It's like when someone offers you something, you're going to be like, holy crap, they only want me because I have something for them. Like, that's not at all the case here. Like, they want you to bring in your talents because they think that you have a specific talent that's going to help them. And that they have a specific talent that's going to help you. Like, they're not coming into this one-sided. They want to integrate because they've gone through a lot in their lives where people have only used them. But they also see that you've experienced that as well. Oh, I need a drink of water. Okay. It does feel very unique. And I feel like with this moment to moment energy here, that they want to take things slowly. And it's going to be slow, but I feel like for you, it's going to feel fast. It's going to feel like a fast change. It's going to feel like, oh my gosh, like everything I knew is just crumbling down, but not like in a bad way. Like you're like, whoa, it's like all these things I thought I knew, I didn't actually know. I feel like this is a teacher. Like this is some sort of teacher that's coming into your life or that is here and they're teaching you something. They're teaching you something valuable and they're giving that to you. And you at the same time are teaching them that good people exist. Like, you know, it's not like not everybody is here to just take something from them and they're not here to take something from you. I feel like they very much want to give you something, but at first it might feel like they're trying to take something and they're not. They're not. I keep coming back to this thunderbolt energy because it feels like your perspective of something is crashing down. You're going to be seeing things from a much broader viewpoint, from a much higher perspective. Like you've been living and growing and doing things from a certain journey, from a certain aspect on your journey. And that's been great. And you've definitely expanded your own perspective. But it's like this person is coming in to show you a much deeper meaning to life. Like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What is the meaning of life? Except they're not going to give you some random answer. 43. I'm sorry, what? No, like they're going to actually show you like what is the meaning of life. Or like they're showing you what the meaning of life is. With the 11th house in Uranus, this could also even be someone that you're watching online. It's an interesting energy because it doesn't feel like you're directly connected with this person. So this could be someone that you're watching online that you're learning something from. And this is their pure, like they have pure intentions, like they're good-hearted. They're really doing their best to pass on good information so that you can do your best in life because they want everyone to have that opportunity. Okay, let's get some oracles out and see what comes through for you, pile one. What else would you like to tell us, Source? Yeah, house 6. Establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So this person is trying to help you build a new routine, a new foundation. What was it? I was saying like the foundations that you have are crumbling apart. But it's not like a bad way. It's not like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe that I failed or I messed up. No, it's like really this person's coming in to show you an even higher perspective on how to do things. We have cardinal energy, instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. Yeah, they're like a way shower. So I say I'm getting like mentor energy here. You know, when the student is ready, the mentor appears. Like that's exactly what this feels like. Like you're ready to hear this information and they're appearing in your life now. We've got air energy here with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Learning, yeah. So you're going to be learning something from them. What are this person's intentions? Ebb and flow. Flying out of the deck. How to go with the flow, how to let things happen, right? And maybe that's the perspective shift for you, the things that are falling apart. It's like maybe before you were dealing with certain aspects of suffering because you were holding on to outcomes or expecting certain outcomes, and this person's coming in or this guru is coming in or this teacher is coming in with wisdom that's like very scary to embrace, but you feel the truth behind it and you feel the resonance behind it, and so you keep learning from them, and then all of a sudden you're like recognizing like I see exactly where this person's coming from, like I see exactly what they're trying to share with me, I see exactly why they want me to be successful. They don't want me to fail. It was never an intention for me to fail. It was all about teaching me a deeper truth so that I could let go of my suffering. And that's really what this feels like. And it has to do with something emotional. Some sort of emotion, you know, like emotional connection or emotional attachment that you might have. Yeah. Shaman, ancient healing wisdom. Yeah. So like they're this healer, they're this massive healer coming into your life, and their intentions are to heal you. But like I said, at first it feels like there's a little bit of trepidation, like maybe what they're talking about is something that you're resistant to hearing, and so it's immediate like, oh no, I'm not going to get along with this person, or oh no, I'm not going to vibe with this person. But there's something inside of you that says just stick it out, and you do, and you're like, oh my gosh, this person is telling me something that I've needed to hear all along. It's like they're giving you a key. And that's been their intention all along, was to pass on this key to wisdom, this key to healing, to helping a greater collective. And so this could be someone that you do know that wants to do this with you as well. They see that you have healing abilities as well, and they want to see the two of you heal together. Okay. Thank you. On the bottom, we have fruit bat with flying fox, kindness. Right, and this makes you think of the hangman. It's the number 12 card, and then you have this big, humongous bat that's hanging upside down. It's like your perspective in this is everything. Like how you see this is everything. But it's like they're saying like embracing the shadow part of ourselves and showing that part of ourselves kindness is what brings us into a balanced state. Even if it is scary. Like, I mean, if it was someone who's never seen a bat this big, I don't know if these bats exist, if they're this large or not, but imagine that, like, if a bat that large just randomly showed up in life, like, most people would be like, oh, I'm gone. Like, I am not going to deal with that today. Right? It's scary. But then if you found out, like, oh, this bat was just a really kind little bat, like, it's actually just like a gigantic flying dog, you know, like, most people would be like, oh, it's just so cute, you know? But they'd have to get over their initial fear or the initial resistance to what it is that's standing in front of them. And that's what it feels like here. I feel like she's helping you to overcome this resistance. I don't know why I'm saying it, but there's a woman here in the picture. Right? That's a woman in the picture. And so it's like she's helping them, this bat, be accepted into life. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on here. It's like acceptance of something that feels like I can't accept that, or that you felt at one point like I can't accept that as an answer, but now beginning to see that like, oh, I was holding on to something that was actually hurting me. Groundedness, yeah. With armadillo here, bringing you back down to the ground, right? Helping you to find your stability within yourself. I can really feel like this person wants to give you knowledge. They want to give you wisdom. So it could be someone that you know, but I feel like, again, it just feels like a teacher. Like this really feels like someone who has lived a lot of what you're going through now, and they just want to pass this on. Like loyalty with Red Crown Crane. Like this is someone who's loyal to their cause. Like this is someone who's not just saying things for the sake of saying things or for the sake of getting, you know, a response or a reaction. Like they're saying it because it's coming from a real place. It's coming from an honest place. They've definitely dealt with their emotions. Like you have the moon here. Right, you have the moon here, and then you have the sun in this card shining bright. This is someone who's incredibly balanced. We saw that with the yin and yang on the integration card, right? This is someone who's coming from a very balanced place. This is someone who is coming from a place of like, let me share my wisdom with you. Let me share this knowledge with you, because if more people had this wisdom and knowledge, then we wouldn't be fighting so much suffering in our lives. And I feel like that's the part that's really scary, because it's like, well, but everyone else is, or everyone else does whatever this is, and or believes whatever this is. It's just like letting go of the resistance of the societal belief that's surrounding this. We have the orange gold dragon from Arcturus, which opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. And on the bottom, we have the golden orange dragon. Expand your light for ascension. Both of them, golden orange, orange gold. Look. Okay, so be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need and remember your magnificence. Yeah. I feel like I need to get a shadow aspect here for your reading, because I feel like it just needs to be looked at. Like, there's definitely a little bit of resistance for this person, like with this person coming into your life, but I do feel like your soul is ready over everything else. You're definitely ready. On the bottom, we've got deadly combo with dangerous when together, triggering and explosive. This is a thing, like this is a very triggering situation for you, but there's something that's coming up. And I feel like this is like, if someone had said this before, even if this person had said this before, like you would not have believed it, but there's something telling you to stick it out for some reason. We've got the dark side. Your dark side keeps you from engaging or enjoying the love you have. Don't let it steal your joy. Yeah, so we've got the dark side coming through here. This is a shadow aspect that is very difficult to embrace for some reason for you, and that's okay. Like, it's okay, but their intentions are pure. Let's see what the animal spirit was for you coming out. The cosmic egg. Yeah, definitely a teacher here. All right, I think this one is connected with the throat chakra, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I was mistaken. I think this is this the crown chakra one? Yeah, okay, this is the crown chakra. Okay, so the cosmic egg is completion, harmony, and infinite within the finite. It says the cosmic card is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of the cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we'll never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others, even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness. Its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. The cosmic egg in the 7th chakra, which is the Sahasrara or the crown chakra, it says a subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine up towards Sahasrara. Each of the 6 lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. So yeah, this person is definitely someone who's lived a lot on their journey, and they've learned a lot on their journey as well. And they have integrated so much of what they've learned to share that freely with others. So this person's intentions are absolutely pure. They're coming from a very balanced state. They're coming from a very grounded state as well. And like I said, they're very loyal to their cause. So they're very loyal to what it is that they're learning, and they do wish to share that at an epic level. So again, this could be someone that you're connecting with online, or this could be someone who wants to build something with you online as well, or with a community, a like-minded group. This could be maybe you're going on a yogic retreat, or you're doing some kind of ayahuasca, or you're doing like some kind of, connecting with a shaman, some sort of healing. Like, this person is very genuine, and they're giving you this energy to help you heal on a deeper level so that you can come into this very grounded state, okay? This is a very powerful reading, but I loved it. If you felt like this was your reading, leave the little third eye emoji down below and say, I open up to the truth of the wisdom of the teachers that Source chooses to bring to me in life, knowing that my soul is ready to hear even potentially difficult information. And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box in order to do so, including how to reach me for a personal reading, as well as how to join as a member on the channel. And with that, I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides, all for coming together to give us this very powerful message. And until next time, pile number 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful lapis lazuli, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, this is going to be your reading on what are their intentions. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. And for anybody that is new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. With that, let's go ahead and hop to it. But I do want to mention, if you didn't catch the intro, that these readings are open to anyone. It's not just going to be romantic interests. So this could be friends, family, people you know, whatever is going to come through. We're just going to leave that up to Source. So you should know who this person is once the reading gets underway, okay? So Source, what are this person's intentions for pile number 2? What would you like to share with us? What are this person's intentions for pile number 2, Source? What would you like to bring through? What are this person's intentions for pile number 2, Source? Okay, so we've got the 4th house, we've got Libra energy, and we've got Saturn. Okay. I heard healing family backgrounds. That's something that came through really strongly here. I do feel like this person is not necessarily who they say they are, right? Like with the Libra energy, I'm getting a little bit of someone who's very superficial. Maybe they paint themselves as not so superficial. I do feel like it's like a codependent connection here with the 4th house. So I feel like the message is that this person is helping you to heal family disconnect and family wounds from your childhood. But I do feel like this person's intentions are just, they have very codependent attachment styles. So they could be very clingy, they could be very detached, they could have CPTSD. You could have CPTSD that you're healing. Again, take it as it resonates. I'm not here to diagnose anybody, but I am here to share the energies that are coming through. We do feel like this person has a tendency to see things from a one-sided viewpoint. Like they don't see the truth of the whole picture. So it's like when they believe something, they are stuck on that one belief. So I don't know why, but they're showing me cheating. If they believe that you're cheating, that's it. Like, even if you're not cheating, like, they're never not going to believe that you're not cheating, because that's part of their dependency, their codependent attachment style, because they can never get out of their heads enough to trust you because they don't trust themselves. And so it does feel like, especially with Saturn, hey Saturn, with Saturn showing up here, it feels like this is meant to be a difficult situation for that tough love lesson, for you to love yourself fully and to acknowledge your self-worth, right? Saturn is all about clearing out those blockages and those barriers that keep us from manifesting what it is that we want in our lives. And I feel like here, it's just that reminder that there's a lot of karma at play here. There's a lot of breaking down foundations that maybe are not, that aren't stable, right? They're not stable, and they're emotionally unstable too, with the 4th house at play here. Okay, and so somebody here who's very, very, very emotional. This is domestic matters. So this could be a family member that you're dealing with. This could be someone you're married to. This could be someone that you have a relationship, a child. This could be a woman in your life, a mother. Take it as it resonates. It could be a parent or parents, guardians. You know, this is like your family roots at play here. But it does feel like there's a lot that's coming out that it's like, why do I have to deal with this person? You know, like, when I do feel like you're a very charming person, you're very easygoing. You just want things to be harmonious most of the time, but this person never seems to get that. They're very passive-aggressive, they're indecisive, they're superficial, they may be gullible, or they're like an open enemy to you. Like, they definitely don't have kind things to say about you when you're not in the room, and sometimes maybe even straight to your face. And I feel like this is just a very difficult relationship overall. It's like, it's just the restructuring of your own journey. It's like, is this something that I want in the future? And understanding what that means to you. And knowing that you can overcome these obstacles. This person does feel very dominant as well. I feel like this person lives from the toxic feminine as well as the toxic masculine. And so they definitely show traits of both. They could be very controlling, domineering, jealous. This is a very overwhelming energy. Let's get some cards out on it. Let's find out what this person's intentions are for you. And I got the sun coming in. I really guess I don't need to try and block it right now. It's not too bright. Okay, let me turn off the zoom, because that does make a difference. Okay. So, Source, what are this person's intentions for pile number 2? We're going to use the Osho Zen today. Yeah, to help you see beyond illusions. This is like a message direct from Source. This could be someone you're married to. Doesn't have to be. But it could be, even if it's family, it could feel like a marriage. Like, why do I have to deal with this? Or why am I always having to compromise on things that I shouldn't have to? But it's also helping you to grow quite a lot, pile number 2. What are this person's intentions for pile number 2, Source? Okay, thank you. What are this person's intentions for pile number 2? What are this person's intentions for pile number 2, Source? Yeah, the rebel. Yeah, I feel like this person is very used to manipulating people. And I feel like you're the one that's rebelling against that. Like, you don't fall for this person's manipulations, and they're not used to that. Yeah, the burden. Okay. Source, what are this person's intentions for pile number 2? Yeah, possibilities. This came out in the exact same space in pile number 1. What are this person's intentions? Wow, okay, laziness. Okay, the 9 of Cups. So we have the Emperor, the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. And on the bottom, suppression with the 10 of Wands. Yeah. This person, their intentions is to make you feel small. It's like kind of a part of their mission. It's weird. It's almost like they can't help it. Like, whether they're doing it intentionally or unintentionally, this could be a very subconscious act for them. being driven by their own emotions of jealousy or wanting to be seen or wanting to be heard or validated along the way. Or they feel like this is their sense of justice. It's like this person, their intentions is to make life incredibly difficult for you. And they feel like they're owed that. Like they feel like they're owed you being in their life and doing whatever it is that they want. And that they, like, it's odd. They feel like they own you. Like, okay, this is an interesting, it could be, it doesn't have to be, but with the Emperor coming out, this could be a father, a grandfather, an uncle, a husband. Okay, again, it doesn't have to be. This could be someone that's an Aries, an Aquarius, an Aries, Pisces, or a Sag. Look at that, schizophrenia with the 2 swords underneath. Yeah, this person, like, is almost on a mission to drive you crazy from yourself. Like, their intentions is to confuse you so that you don't let your light shine. Like, they want to keep you in this energy of suppression. I feel like they've experienced you in this, the fullness of this, feeling like you can't trust yourself and feeling like you need someone else to make decisions for you. You need someone else to be strong for you in your life. And I feel like you're taking back your strength, and that's something that they're struggling with, because now it's almost like they don't feel like they have control over you. They don't feel like they have control over the situation anymore, and it's making them feel upset. But their intention all along was to put you in this place of disconnecting from your journey. And with the laziness card coming out here, it's like, even though it is the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups talks about seeing beyond the illusions and finding happiness and freedom, right? But it's interesting. It's almost like this person, their intentions is to convince you to do nothing. Because when you do nothing, you're easily controlled. And that's it. And suddenly you're seeing possibilities with life. Like, you're realizing, like, if I show up and I do the work, if I show up and I take care of myself, you're seeing things from a higher perspective. So I feel like you see this person and the role that they're trying to play in your life. But this person's very loud about it, right? Like, this person's very loud about it, and you're breaking these chains apart, and you're not letting it affect you like it once did. This person is really trying to cause a lot of instability in your life, because through that instability, they feel like they have everything that they want. This feels like a karmic connection, like one that's meant to teach you very valuable lessons, or this is taking you back to like an original wound, a childhood wound, and helping you to clear out that original wound, like really face that part of yourself. And it could be one thing that you were never really ready to face, and now suddenly you're ready to face it, because I do see you seeing this from a higher perspective. It's like, I understand that this is meant to make me struggle for a while so that I can let go of the trigger that's attached to this. But it's also, it doesn't make it easy, right? Like, it doesn't make dealing with someone that's like this easy, and it's not meant to be easy. But we see here, it is the completion of a process, and it is part of the spiritual journey. And it's helping you come up into this spiritual wisdom of knowing that I don't always have to stay in this dark energy, right? I don't have to stay in the suppression. I don't have to feel like I'm tied to my past. I don't have to feel like I'm tied to this person even. And maybe at one time, maybe this person has a label in your life, or whatever role they play in their life. It feels like maybe before there was an obligation, and that person has been using that obligation to play at your emotions and to play on your heartstrings. And they were really good at that. And you're not the only person that they've done this to. So it's nothing personal, right? It's just, this is the role this person plays in life. So it's like anybody that they're able to reel in on their fishing hook, this is what they treat them like. So it's not just you. And maybe you're like in this energy of like, oh, it's just me, because they see how well they treat other people. But they're only doing that to try to reel them in, or they're only doing those people, like they're trying to maintain an image out in the world. You know, like if this person happens to be a narcissist, they're going to do their best to maintain an image out in the real world. But it's only the people who know them behind closed doors that they do this to, right? And again, it's nothing personal. It's just that's where they feel the most comfortable to let this part of themselves show. And is it right or wrong? No, it's like I can't say like they're a terrible person, they should never do this, because we don't know what their backstory is that put them in this position to feel like it's okay to treat people this way. That's why I feel like when people are like, oh, narcissists are evil, like we're forgetting that narcissists are made, they're not born. Right? Like, so narcissists have gone through something that is deeply disturbing for them. Even if that means it wasn't disturbing for us, or we feel like what they experienced wasn't a big deal, for them, it was. And for them, emotionally, it disoriented them so much that now, as a survival tactic, they're treating people this way. And so we have to take it away. Like, they're still human too. At the end of the day, they've just gotten really good at manipulating people, just like people who are light workers have gotten really good at following the light. Like, it's just something that they're becoming influenced by within, because they're spending so much time doing it. Just like the more that you try to be good, the more you become influenced by good, right? And that's why, like, we have to stray away from this idea that they're evil, or that they're doing it to just spite you, or that they're doing it to cause, you unreparable harm. It's just that right now, because you're so close to them, that's what they believe in their minds, is like, you're my target. And so I'm going to do everything I can to manipulate and destroy my target, because that's the only way I've ever learned how to survive, and to survive without feeling like I'm getting hurt. But ultimately, it still hurts them in the long run. It's just that that's not guilt that they're willing to face. And that's why those of us that aren't, we don't understand that, because it's not something like, we wouldn't intentionally hurt another person to try to save ourselves, right? Like, it's something that we would never even, it's just like barely comes into our scope. But it doesn't mean that someone's evil because they act this way. It just means that they're very damaged inside, and they're coming from, the burden here is showing me like that childhood wound is playing over and over and over again, and it's played over and over in their mind so much, and they believe whatever that wound is telling them so deeply, and the guilt that's coming off that wound is something where they're hurt people, and they just do it on a next level. Because imagine if that's how they're treating other people, imagine how that's playing out internally for them. But a lot of people don't want to look at it that way because they've been so broken by a narcissist. And this was something that was really hard for me to face when I was getting downloads for my own journey. I was in a home with narcissists. I've had narcissists in my life, my whole life. I spent 8 years. My ex is still to this day a narcissist. Like, I had to learn this through experience, and I had to understand, like, wow, like, when I was able to draw away from the emotional turmoil that it caused and become emotionally unattached to it, right? I was able to see all of those people that played those roles in my life for the wounded children that they were on the inside. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on with this person. Like, their intentions are based on their own wounds and feeling like people owe them whatever it is that they feel like they owe them. A good life, or loyalty, or time, or energy, or space, whatever it is that they feel like they owe them. And so they're really acting a fool to get that. But I feel like this person is also teaching you a very powerful lesson, and that's how to heal generational curses. And there was a quote the other day that came up, and they want me to tell you this. There's this gentleman who was talking online, and he said, some of us love so deeply that we were sent here to teach the world how to love, and we're never going to get that love back, because the world teaches us how to love ourselves. And I sat there and I was like, wow, that is such a powerful statement, because it might mean that those of us that love so deeply, we might never get the love returned to us. But also, it means that we get to love ourselves the way that we have so often given love to others. And what a powerful thing, because we're the only ones that can give that back to ourselves. So we don't have to seek that in another person. Even though we're taught to, that's part of our lesson. That's part of what we're learning. Source, what would you like to tell pile 2? What are this person's intentions for pile number 2? Okay, I guess you're going to get 3 of these. Look, on the bottom, we have North Node, destined to have. You're destined, this is like destined to have freedom in your life. You're destined to have equality in your life. You're destined to have good times in your life. What's underneath that? The 10th house. I feel like this is also helping you work on coming into a union here with your 10th house energy and really pouring into your work and what it is that you want to create in this lifetime. This person is in this energy so that you'll choose yourself. Spiritual growth. What were we saying at the beginning of this reading and this whole time? It's all about spiritual growth. This is exactly why this person is in your life right now. We have sextile, combination of tension and flow, potential in a rewarding situation. I feel like you do choose yourself a lot, but I also feel like sometimes the old you is still clinging on, like saying like, oh, I owe this person my time, or I owe this person my energy. And Source is saying like, no, you don't. Like, they've always taken advantage of you. There's no reason to continue going back. Look, I knew it was going to come out. I knew it was going to come out. We've got the square here, challenging situation, a mountain to climb. You know, square is the most challenging aspect in astrology. This is a very difficult aspect. And so you have this energy where it's like, this is already a challenge. Like, dealing with this person is already a challenge. Their intentions aren't necessarily pure. You know, I feel like they don't really understand what their intentions are. They're just fully being run by their emotions. Whatever their emotions tell them to do, that's what they do. If a thought pops into their head, whether it's an intuitive notion or if it's an egoic notion, they follow it. And it's like, most of the time they're going to follow the egoic ones because that's probably the voice that's the loudest right now. Right? Because that's what they've always followed. It's like, oh, this person doesn't love me, so I'm going to spread rumors about them. Oh, this person, I know they say stuff behind me about my back, whether or not it's true. So I'm going to make sure that I make their life a living HE double hockey stick. You know what I mean? Like it's just a challenge. This person is a challenge. They're not willing to heal right now. It doesn't mean they won't ever heal. I know a lot of people think that people aren't capable of healing, but I disagree with that because I think that when a person chooses to make a change, they will. We see it a lot of times, you know, with addicts and with people who are reforming themselves. And there are narcissists who are in reformation, who are reforming themselves as well. And, you know, even though it's hard to believe, it's like when a person's ready, they'll make a choice to change, but they're the only ones that can do it. Boom. Wow. What was I saying? You're healing ancestral curses, generational curses. We have ancestors with generations coming out. And I feel like your ancestors are absolutely helping to assist you with this. Like, you may be getting information from your ancestors that's helping you to really release this energy. It's like they might be showing you behind the scenes things like that they dealt with, even with this person, you know, like if this is you know, a sister, a brother, a mother, a father, a grandfather, grandmother, auntie, uncle, cousins, whatever. If this is somebody in your family, I feel like you're getting inspirations from your ancestors in the spiritual realm, like secrets about this person or intuitive notions about this person. And they're trying to help you follow the path to freedom here. On the bottom, cave, sanctuary. Yes, I love that this came out for you because this is that confirmation. This person's intentions, no matter what they are, like Source wants to have you choose yourself, right? And the cave is like the womb. It's going back to some place that's safe. This caveman, the story is he climbs up the side of this cliff to this cave. He takes his tools and his paint so that he can spend time painting in the cave, which is what he loves to do. He lit the fire and he's so absorbed that he doesn't recognize that the sun is going down in the distance because he's been focusing on himself. And so that's exactly what Source wants you to do, is like to focus on yourself. What else would you like pile number 2 to know, Source? Thank you. On the bottom, look, we have song lines with Orca. This is talking about healing family curses. This is generational curses. You're the oddball out, but in the best possible way. Like, you don't belong with this Orca family because you're different, right? A human child can't be raised by orcas. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, they live in the water, they hunt in the water, and it's like a child would not be able to hold their breath for that long. Like, it's the oddball out. Right? And so this card talks about healing family curses, healing generational curses, and letting it be your time now. They had their choice, they had their time, and they didn't take it. That's on them. That has nothing to do with you and your journey. But the more that you focus on the way that they're treating you or the way that they're acting towards you, the less time you have to focus on yourself. And that's what Source is trying to remind you here, Pile 2. It's like, this person doesn't have the best intentions for anybody because they see everybody as a threat because of whatever they experienced in their life. Is that right or wrong? It doesn't really matter. It just simply is. But instead of tying it to a right or wrong action, it's just saying like, this is how it is, so I'm going to choose me instead, right? We have Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear fifth dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. This feels like a burning away of anything and everything that is holding you back. And those are internal beliefs, right? Let's get a shadow aspect for this reading for pile number 2, Source. What's a shadow aspect for pile number 2? Okay, I feel like they want one more. What's a shadow aspect for pile number 2? Thank you. On the bottom, demanding, unrealistic expectations, high maintenance, and a diva. Yeah, that makes total sense. This person is exactly exhibiting all this energy. High demanding, like demanding, unrealistic expectations, high maintenance. They want you to take care of everything, even though it's not your responsibility. Like, some people just don't see their own actions because they've acted a certain way for so long. It's like, instead of being mad and resentful at this person, it's just, all we can do is really accept it. And acceptance doesn't mean we let this person bull us over. Acceptance is just saying, like, I can't do anything to change you, and I'm not going to try anymore, because I feel like maybe you've tried to change this person, or you've tried to show this person spirituality, or you've tried to show this person, like, the truth of your journey, and it's like every time they might draw you in closer just to knock you down again. And that's what Source is saying, like, this person is only doing that because that's their manipulation tactics, to get you to trust them again so that they can hurt you, because that's the pattern that they are ruled by. Sacrifice, bull. Yeah, this person plays mind games. They're always going to play mind games. And sometimes we have to sacrifice the connection, right? And it's like, it's hard because we've been told blood is thicker than water. And it's why I'm saying it feels like family, but it doesn't have to be. But we've got that energy out here. But sometimes blood isn't thicker than water. So Source is just saying, choose yourself, okay? Look at this. Omega Dragon harnesses the divine feminine power of creation. Look at the egg right here. Intention. Hold your vision. Birth the higher consciousness. Creation. Your creation. Focus on yourself. We've got crumbling. Oh my gosh. Didn't I talk about foundations in the beginning? Wow. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build anew. Right? It's crumbling down, but with a purpose. Up in the air, not able to make solid plans, flighty, ungrounded. That's the energy that you've been surrounded by. But I also feel like that's making you feel indecisive at times, because it's like, how can I be decisive when this person's energy is always like this? But it's important for you to choose for yourself, because this person is going to do everything that they can to create chaos and drama, because that's what feels safe to them. So the more grounded that you are, that feels unsafe to them, and they're going to do everything that they can to create what's safe for them again. Okay, so that's how you have to look at it, really, is moving into this, is understanding that really this person's creating a lot of drama and chaos because that's what they're comfortable with. And for a long time, maybe that's what you were comfortable with too, but you're changing the dynamic. Let's take a look at your card. The Unicorn. Wow. This is a direct message from Source. These cards with the circles on them, these are from Source. These are the ether cards. And Unicorn does not make an appearance very often. Unicorn. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. Oh my gosh, I love this. Isn't that exactly what this was? And fifth dimensional clearing. It says it's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps. Long, long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn cards appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there's something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for answers. The unicorn in the 6th chakra, which is the Ajna chakra of the third eye. It's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides at the third eye, the exact place from which the unicorn's horn extends. This center is called the Ajna chakra, or the command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say our 2 eyes see the past and the present, while this third eye peers into the future. Yeah, so you're moving beyond this energy, and I feel like that's exactly what Source is saying here. It's like, while it's nice to know what this person's intentions are for your own well-being, at this point, it's far more important for you to focus on what do you want for your future and to take daily steps to make that a reality for you, okay? So this is what I see here for you, pile number 2. If you felt like this was your reading, leave the little unicorn emoji down below and say, I trust in the magic that is my intuition and the guidance that comes from within, knowing that I am capable and strong enough to deal with any challenges that come my way. If it resonated with you, it'd mean so much to me if you're to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box in order to do so, including how to reach me for a personal reading, as well as to join as a member on the channel. With that being said, I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this very powerful message. And until next time, pile number 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful rose quartz, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, and this is going to be a reading on what are their intentions. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. With that being said, we're going to jump to it, but I do want to mention quickly that I did not limit this to just romantic connections. So this could be anybody in your life currently, and that the message is that once we get going, your intuition should direct you to who this person is referring to, okay? So, Source, what are this person's intentions for pile number 3? What are this person's intentions for pile number 3? What would you like to share today? This person's intentions for pile number 3, Source. Okay, so we've got the 2nd house, Libra, and the North Node energy. To build something secure. So this does feel more romantic than the other two. Pile 1 and pile 2 definitely did not feel romantic by any means. I feel like this is someone who's incredibly charming and very fair and diplomatic and likes to see things that, you know, play out in a fair way. But with the North Node here, I feel like they believe that you are part of their journey. Like that you guys are meant to be together, that you guys are meant to share some sort of something together in destiny, or, you know, have you. Fate is a fated meeting. With the 2nd house here, this is someone who is very secure. And I feel like they have a lot of self-esteem, and they feel like you have a lot of self-esteem, and they like that about you, but they also like that you're very magnetic. And they are very attracted to your work ethic and your values, and they feel very comfortable with you, like in a very, like, homey way, like very, very homely to them. but they really enjoy your energy, and I feel like this person wants to make things clear to you exactly how they feel, and they know that they're going to have to say something soon, right? This is someone who's very easygoing, and they want to share that with you. There's this energy that's coming in where they feel like you're their peace, and they want to be your peace too. Like, they don't want to create chaos in your life. I mean, they know obviously, like, no relationship or no connection has, it's always perfect. There's always going to be something that comes up eventually in life, but that, at the end of the day, if we can come together and discuss it and really be honest with one another, they would really like that. But they do feel like you're meant to be together with each other on this journey. Like, they feel like you're a part of each other's paths. I actually like this energy. I'm so glad it's you, pile 3. Sometimes pile 3, like, you could go either way sometimes. Like, sometimes you need to hear a really deep message, but other times it's like very fun message that comes through, and I appreciate that. Because from start to finish, I'm here with you guys. So, all right, let's get some of the Osho Zen on it today. I feel like there's been a lot of integration between the two of you. Like, you've taught each other some very valuable lessons. You've learned a lot from one another. What are this person's intentions for pile number 3, source? Yeah, they definitely see a future with you. What are this person's intentions, source? But they also know that patience is key here. Like, there's no need to rush into anything, right? Like, we're not trying to go, from 0 to 1,000 here. We're just trying to slowly pace things. We don't want things to fall apart before they even get started. Okay, so what is this person's intentions for pile number 3? Thank you. I feel like there's a sense of resistance here. Like, maybe you think you're being compared to other people by this person, but you're not. Like, there is no comparison is what they're saying. What are this person's intentions for pile number 3, source? Yeah, the Lovers already. And usually the Lovers talks about making a decision. I do feel like they have a decision to make. Like, they have to decide if they're going to say something to you or not, but they know they want to. It's just getting the courage. But also I feel like with the Lovers coming out with the Osho Zen, like, this is very symbolic. Like, they feel like you are 2 peas in a far out pod. Like, you guys belong to each other and they love you a lot. Like, they have a lot of deep feelings for you. What are this person's intentions? Yeah, ripeness with the 9 of coins. Okay, what are this person's intentions for pile number 3, source? What are this person's intentions? Okay, thank you. My hands are cold, so my rings are falling off. What are this person's intentions for pile number 3, source? Thank you. All right, on the bottom, we've got participation with the 4 of Wands. It's interesting because it's like that's what I say, like, they know they're going to have to make a move soon. Otherwise, they're going to lose their chance. Like, it's like, they can't just expect you to wait around on them for forever. And I don't feel like they do. It's just, they've been trying to gather courage. They've been trying to gather the strength, intensity, to come rushing in with the Knight of Wands. Like, look at this is intense. Like, rushing in and saying, hey, look, your existence is what makes them feel so good. I feel like they wished upon a star and you came into their life and they never knew that someone could exist like you, right? They always felt like they didn't belong. And so they see you and they see life again. Like, they see a goodness to life again. And they like that. And they like the energy that you bring. And they appreciate your vibe. Yeah, this is something they want to make manifest in this realm. So they do want to take it to the next level. This is someone who does want to take it to the next level. This is someone who wants to find balance and harmony between the two of you. There might be an imbalance between the two of you right now, especially with the 2nd house and seeing a sense of duality here. And, with the Lovers, it's like finding a resolution to that imbalance. And it's like, this could be the masculine and the feminine. It doesn't have to be soulmate energy. This could be just that energy of like, this is someone who's just so appreciative that you came into their lives because they've always had rough connections and now you're here. Let's see what the other 2 cards are. This card came out in the exact same spot in all three piles. I cannot make that up. And as always, if you watched all three piles, it's called the Purple Heart Club. Leave a purple heart down below. That's for those of you that spend the entire reading with me. And I'm truly honored. And thank you so much for your time and energy, okay? So we've got possibilities of the Two of Wands, and we've got consciousness, which is the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this person sees life with you. Like that's it for them. Like you're basically the one person that they want to take things to the next level with. And it's like maybe they've had people in the past that they thought they wanted to go to the next level with, but when they think about where they're going with their life and how they view, you know, their values and their morals and, you know, their whole shebang bang, if you will, they you know, they see you. They see you in all of that. They see sharing all of that with you. And they really think that the two of you will make a lot of progress in life. Like the two of you will make a lot of changes in life. And, you know, it doesn't have to be anything big like the whole world. It's just, you know, when you can make changes in your own lives. Excuse me. That was so loud. Sorry about that. That would caught me off guard. Yeah, they feel like you can make changes. A sneeze of confirmation, if you will. Yeah, they feel like you can make changes in life. And it's like they feel like you can impact, you know, the people who are closest to you, the people that you care about the most. I'm going to turn on the overhead light. Actually, I'll leave that because there's still good light right now. I don't want to close that. It's just getting a little chilly. But I feel like that's the thing. Like I keep mentioning it's cold. And yes, I'm cold, but I usually don't, like, the extremes don't bother me too much. And so with me mentioning, I feel like you might feel this person's being cold towards you right now, or like maybe this is a no contact situation. And it's like, yeah, well, how are they going to take it to the next level? They're not even talking to me. And that's what they're saying right now. It's like they're making a decision to come forward, right? They're making a decision to make a change in this connection because it's like ripe for the picking. This is the cute energy that's coming through, really. It is. You know, and I feel like the thing is here is they're finally seeing the truth behind this connection. I feel like before maybe they were really stuck in the emotional ego, or they were very stuck in the physical realm. And now they're coming into a place of consciousness, and I feel like they've learned a lot since maybe you stopped talking, or since even maybe you started seeing each other. But it's like they're understanding now that there's something much deeper between you and them. And they are very attracted to you. They are very connected to you in a way that you might not even know. Like I feel like this is somebody that you say it best when you say nothing at all. Who sings that song? I don't know. It's nothing. Say nothing at all, or nothing at all. I think it's a country song, but like that's just, you say it best when you say nothing at all. It's almost like you guys are having, you could say it's telepathic communication. I feel like it's more than that though. This is like a between the lines. It's like if you both follow each other on social media, somebody posts something and then the other person like answers that, but it's, no one actually would, if anybody read your post outside of you, people would be like, what do you mean that's an answer to your post? That doesn't even make any sense. And you're like, yes, it does. And they're like, no, it doesn't. And you're like, I can feel it. And they're like, stop being crazy. And you're like, I'm not. Like, we're having a conversation on social media without having a conversation because no one's saying anything, but you're saying everything. That's what it feels like. Like, it's just a very deep energy. It's cute. It's cute. It is. And I feel like they care about you a lot. Like, I feel like they've just got a lot of emotions for you. And I feel like before they've always had that emotion for you, but I feel like they didn't know that they had that emotion for you like that. Like, it was love, or that it was deeper than just caring about someone. I have to take my ring off. It's falling. Okay, so I don't know why, but I need to get one from this first. What else would you like to say today, Source? Yeah, I just feel like this person does have pure intentions for you. It's just about coming forward and saying it to you. On the bottom, we've got Fire and water dragon enables your life to flow with loving forces. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. That is this energy right here. Expect the unexpected and have fun, right? Very fiery energy, very fast moving energy coming in like all of a sudden. So I feel like this is something you're like, yeah, everybody says that, like they're coming in, but I feel like you're just, Source had to get you to a point where you just stopped expecting it. Like if you don't expect this person to come in and they come in, it's a surprise, right? And I feel like Source wants to surprise you. It's not about Source trying to hurt you or trying to play sly or anything like that. It's just when you were expecting it, you didn't know you were putting yourself in an energy of maybe pushing them away. Or that there was things that you still had to heal, and there were things that you still had to overcome, and you know, facing yourself has been a difficult journey. And so through that, like when you detached from it completely, it's like that's when Source could go to work behind the scenes here and have them come in. This could be a Leo, an Aries, a Gemini, a Virgo, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra energy coming in. Could be also a Taurus. We have the moon. Yeah, satisfy emotional needs. Nurture the self and others. Maybe you were putting too much energy on them, right? Putting too much energy on them and what they were doing. And so Source had to bring you away from that so you'd refocus on yourself. And I feel like you're starting to balance that out and really understand, like, it is about me focusing on me. It's like, sure, it'd be nice if this person came in, but I don't feel like you're as attached to it as you once were. And that's why this person is starting to feel the connection on a deeper level, because maybe before they could always feel you present, and now they don't feel you so much, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I really like pile 3. I really am in love with pile number 3. Look at this, radically changed. I cannot make up this energy. This energy is so strong. We have Uranus coming in here. Radically changed. There's going to be a huge change here coming in. Air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. As I was saying, like I feel like you had to learn something when it came to this connection. Okay, you had to learn something and they had to learn something, but the only way that it opened up the door was when you were able to just say, it is what it is, or it is going exactly as it's meant to be, right? It is as it should be, and let go. No. What? We've got the conjunction card coming out here. A union, a merging, and a coming together. Oh my gosh. I love that confirmation so much, Source. Thank you. I am so excited for you, pile number 3. So excited. Such a good energy. It's like, oh. All right, Source, what else would you like to say? Ebb and flow. Yeah. Just going with the flow this time around, not being so connected to it or attached to it. It's just like letting it happen, right? Maybe before it was like, I have to have this. I have to have this. It has to be this way. It has to be so and so. You know, we don't realize we're in that energy because we're thinking we're coming from a pure place, but we're actually coming from our emotional ego because it's all that's run us for so long. And so we have to detach from the emotional ego so that we can begin to heal on an emotional level. And I feel like that's exactly what happened. And you're learning to just say, like, it's cool. And that's what I was saying, too. Like, I feel like the two of you guys, you have like, you have whole conversations. But maybe there's, like, 2 or 3 words that you post on social media or whatever. And it's like the two of you are connecting on a much deeper level than other people. And it's like when things move faster, I feel like this is going to be brought up. Like, hey, you said this, and I feel like that was in a response to when I said this. And they're like, yeah. And then you said this, and I feel like that was in a response to when I said this. And you're going to be like, yeah. Yeah. Activation. Yeah, win. That's exactly what this is. It had to be activated. This is about divine timing. This isn't our timing. This is divine timing. Everything is happening with its purpose as it's meant to. And sometimes we get frustrated as humans. We're like, it has to happen now. It has to happen now. And Source is like, just be patient. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. Like, we don't have control over that. Loyalty. Yeah, this is a very loyal person. They've been loyal to you. And I feel like maybe you, like I said, I feel like maybe you're thinking this person's compared you to people, or they thought that you had to be something that you weren't, or they thought that, you know, like, there's this thinking process behind this. Like, you didn't feel 100% confident just being you when it came to a potential relationship with this person or taking it to the next level. Like, there's this feeling like I have to be something else. I have to be something different. And you don't. Like, this person's 100% loyal to you. Like, they've fallen for you. This person's falling into you and they want to be there for you. But again, it's a choice they have to make. It's like, is it worse for me to say something and potentially get rejected? Or is it worse to never say anything and not know and not be in this person's life for the rest of my life? And for them, pile 3, that's the worst thing. I think that's going to come up for a lot of them, is that it's like, I need to know. Like, even if pile 3 rejects me, like, I need to know. I need to know what the answer is. And so we have 29 here, which is 11. 11 talking about very spiritual. We were talking about divine timing. And so this has all been very spiritual for the both of you. Okay, we're going to get some... Oh, we didn't even look at the bottom of the deck. Ritual on the bottom of the deck. This is so crazy. These 2 cards came out in another pile. So there's a lot of synchronicities here. I feel like dealing with multiple people across the board here. Okay, but talking about staying true to your rituals, staying true to your self-care, clearing out your karmic attachments and connections by staying true to yourself. Let's get some shadow aspects here for your reading. What's the shadow aspect for the reading here, Source? Okay, they want one more. What is the shadow aspect for this reading? Secret past. Okay. Skeletons in the closet, not telling the whole story. See, this is what I feel like this is the fear that you might have, is this person isn't sharing everything with you, or this person hasn't shared everything with you, or maybe you're fearing your own past and you don't want to share everything with this person. But I feel like the thing here is that communication between the two of you is key. You have to share yourself with this person. Okay, like, otherwise it's going to be built on what is it? Omittance of the truth is still a lie. And so, you know, just remembering that while you don't have to spill out everything all at once, just continue sharing parts of yourself and being vulnerable with them, okay? Because that's gonna be really good for your connection. We have devilish on the bottom. Trouble follows them around, tempting and addictive charm. This person is either really good looking, or you're incredibly good looking, or the both of you are really good looking, or have incredible vibes and good energy. And so there's this feeling like it's like this person always has like devilish energy around them. Like, people want them and people want things from them, and they're not positive things, and they expect things from them. And or even you've had this around you the whole time, and that's why it's difficult. Maybe that's what the secret past is. Maybe you have a lot of baggage going on, and everybody does. I mean, you're not alone with this, you know. Like, you may have a lot of baggage, but I feel like when you start to share your story with them, like, you're gonna realize like you have parallel energies. Like, there's gonna be things that you guys share together that might bring a sense of ease to your journey. We've got Archangel Gabriel's dragon brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. Yeah. So again, purification, but self-discipline. This has been all about, the whole reason that this is shifting is because you're focusing on yourself. Okay, so whether or not this person has a label, we're not looking at that today. That's not the purpose of this reading. But whatever this connection is to you, it's shifting right now because of focusing on yourself. And so the key element here is to continue to focus on yourself. Fierce temper, has too many anger issues, dark moods, and abusive. Okay, so this is a shadow aspect that's coming up as well. Like, maybe you're afraid that this person has some anger issues, or you've dealt with this in the past, and that's why it's like something you don't want to bring up because of your past is really scattered with a lot of hurt. Maybe you've dealt with fierce temper in the past. You know, that's something that I feel like we're always healing, and you're not alone. If you have a incredible temper that you experienced in your past, like, you're not alone. That's something that a lot of people deal with. It's something that a lot of people go through. And so reminding yourself of that helps to take away that, like, I'm so weird, like, I'm a terrible person. You're not. You were just doing the best that you could. And oftentimes what we're not looking at is when someone has a fierce temper, it's because they've been bottling up things for so long. And it gets to a point of explosiveness. And that's why it comes out in the way that it does, right? And it can be abusive, or maybe you've been abused, and that's a secret in your past here. You don't want to share that because it makes you feel like there's something wrong with you, or maybe you could have abused someone else, right? Take it as it resonates. It's just, there's a lot of different energies coming out with these two cards here. And it really feels like the thing is to be completely honest with your about your past with this person, because this person is going to be completely honest with you about their past, and that's going to help you guys come together even closer. So let's take a look at your animal card here. I'm going to read this from the book. Wow, we've got the dragon card. We got all ether cards across the piles today. None of the other elements came through. We've got dragon, and that's, of course, the image that's on the box, right? So let's check out dragon. I think is this a solar plexus chakra? We'll see. I can't remember. Seeing one's most true self. Balancing the ego. Yeah, so now it makes sense as to why the energy was coming out with these two cards as well. We were talking about that earlier too with the ocean. Like maybe you were fighting with your emotional ego and then had to go through some emotional healing in order to let that go. It says the dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with great friend inside of ourselves. When we look into the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni, described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. Maybe even just the meditation or the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. Yeah, so it's the solar plexus chakra. So the dragon and the third chakra, the subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center, the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of the hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sage believes that health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to see clearly both the inner and outer dimensions. Yeah, so this is about you seeing clearly yourself. And when you see clearly yourself, you let go of all those burdens and all those limitations that have been holding you back from manifesting what you desire in your life. And so right now, things are shifting because you begin to see yourself. And the more honest you are with yourself, the easier it is for you to shift and, if you will, manipulate energy, because that's what manifestation is. It's manipulating the energy around us, not others, not people. It's manipulation of energy and bringing forth what we desire. And so the more that we get honest with ourselves, the easier it is for us to see how we can shift our energy to bring what we want to us. And I feel like this person is learning the same. And they see that with you two would be unstoppable. And they really, really like that. Okay. So this is what I see here for you. If you felt like this was your reading, leave the little dragon emoji down below and say, I observe the self beyond the self. And I am honest and true to who I am so that I can navigate and manifest freely in this realm. And if it resonated with you, it means so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box, including how to reach me for a personal reading, as well as how to join as a member. And with that being said, I want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spiritual messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming through to give us this very, very powerful message, pile number 3. And until next time, stay human. Bye.